My biggest piece of advice for any law student who has failed a class and still wants to become a lawyer, this is coming from someone who failed 8 classes when I was in law school and ended up getting 3 HDs in my last semester. First of all, you're allowed to feel like it sucks in the beginning. Like, it's totally valid to feel emotional about it, because every single time I failed a class or failed anything, I have cried about it. But after you had a little cry about it, the first thing that you have got to do is you got to address every single one of your failures and really analyze and dig deep into the reason why you failed, so you know what you can do to improve. So for example, with one of my classes, I had figured out that the reason why I had failed that class is because every single time I came across something I didn't understand, I would leave it until 2 weeks prior to the exam. So for example, if I came across it in week 2, I wouldn't address the thing I didn't get until like week 14. And here's the things that you don't understand accumulate throughout the semester. So by the time I got to week 14, all of a sudden there was a bunch of things that I still didn't understand. So once I cracked the code on that, I knew exactly what I needed to do for the next time to improve my grades, which was addressing everything that I didn't know right away and immediately. So that's my biggest piece of advice in terms of improving your grades. I've got a lot of videos and I have a lot of content. I even have a blog called lawandboy.com, which has the Law School to Lawyer Hub with some blog posts for law students, everything to do with your law school to lawyer journey. I won't go too deep into it. If there's one major step that you need to do to improve your grades, that's definitely it. Dig deep, address it so you know exactly what you need to improve. Another concern that other people may have, especially if they failed a class, is how is someone going to hire them? So let me tell you, during the time after like I graduated law school and I was going through job searching, I was doing everything. I was applying for jobs through LinkedIn, through Seek, through Indeed, through applying through their websites. I was also cold emailing law firms. I was reaching out to people on LinkedIn. Like, I was hustling. And it was discouraging because, one, I will never know. I will never know if this is the reason, but I feel like it's the reason that maybe I have gotten ghosted or rejected because my academic transcript shows those 8 failed classes, and that can be a deal breaker for some law firms. And even if I do progress through the interview stage, I'm telling you 100% of the time, my grades are brought up in that interview. So the thing that I want to remember here is, yes, those failures may feel like it's permanent because it's on your academic transcript, but remember that to become a good lawyer, it's beyond your good grades. Like, a lot of the skills that you need as a lawyer, like communicating with clients, having good organization, time management skills, a lot of technical skills,